Now, the second one is what I call the ungolden rule. And the ungolden rule goes like this. One of the most common complaints that women have about men is what? You never talk. You never share your feelings. You never say anything. Well, actually, the biology of this is quite clear. Females have 7 separate speech and language centers that produce words in the brain. And those 7 centers are scattered on both the right and the left hemispheres. Women also have way more connections between the 2 hemispheres than men, which means your speech centers can even talk to each other. Men have exactly 2 speech centers, only on one side of the brain, and we don't get to talk to the other side of the brain at all. So the very strong reality is men produce less words than women. And actually, talking about emotionally laden topics for men creates stress in the brain. It releases cortisol, which is the highest stress hormone in the brain, simply having that conversation. But the interesting thing is, when men don't talk, then what women do, because you produce words really easy, is you start talking for us. And in fact, oftentimes you will explain me to myself, which I think is always interesting. You will tell me why I'm not talking, and you will tell me what I would say if I could. If I come home at night and my wife wants to have a discussion with me, which we find out that women do like to talk. I mentioned earlier, we'll come back to details later. Easy for them to talk, hard for me to talk to start with, because my brain's not producing as many words, right? But we're going to have that end-of-the-day discussion. But my wife is a tennis fanatic. She loves to watch Tennis Channel on TV, and she's a soccer fanatic. So very typically, when I'm talking to her in the bedroom, she has the TV on because she's been watching whatever the U.S. Open or whatever the latest tennis match is. And part of what I noticed one time is so I come home to talk to her, and she turns and faces me and is paying attention to me, and I'm sitting there, but as soon as this thing starts going like that, what do my eyeballs do? Like that. Now, what does she think? As soon as I look to the tennis channel while I'm talking to her, what's she going to tell me? You're not listening. I go, yes, I am. Well, what did I say? I don't know, but this thing is going crazy over here, right? And so literally, what I realized is it's like if that thing is going and it's a competing stimulus, I mean, even as a trained counselor, I have to go, I'm sitting here, watch it, watch it, watch it. Wow, did you see that thing? I mean, it's just amazing when I watch that happen. But that then becomes the origin of communication conflicts in a male-female kind of a relationship. Another example would be, let's say on the color spectrum. Let's say that we go to a friend's house. We come back from the friend's house, and I will hear something like this. Oh, did you see the color, that new color they painted their bathroom? Now, in my wife's mind, she has seen the new color in the bathroom. She's cataloged it down to a microscopic. She could go to Home Depot tomorrow or Benjamin Moore and pick out exactly the color and never see it again. She's locked that sucker in. And when she says, did you see that color, what she's really saying is, that would be a great color in our bathroom. Why don't we paint it that color, right? But what I began to learn in this area, particularly around the seeing, is these create what I call dead-end questions for men. Because when she says, did you notice the color in the bathroom, if I give her an honest answer, what am I going to say? Hell no. What color in what bathroom? What were you doing you went in the bathroom 6 times. And I'm going, yes, dear, but my focus was objects in motion and following the rules. My focus was making sure I hit the toilet and didn't spray anything and making sure the toilet seat was down when I left so that everybody was happy on the women's side of things. That's my job. And if you think I can pay attention to the color walls while that's going on, you're nuts, right?